My fellow Americans, I hereby accept this nomination to be your real estate coach. So here I am. I'm going to talk to you today. We're going to talk about real estate and the stock market. 3 reasons why real estate investing is a better investment. Are you ready? First thing I want to talk to you. I wrote a book. I'm going to be coming out with a launch in a few weeks, which is going to be also a training. I want you to come register for the training. You can click on the link below. It's going to be free training. I'll give you some tips and strategies of how you can be successful as a real estate investor. So here we go. The 3 reasons why real estate is better than the stock market. Now I know people are going to give me grief about this because people are like, oh, stock market's great, Forex, oh, I'm Tesla, Apple, I made all this money. Yeah, it's cool, fine and dandy. But for the normal individual, I'm going to share with you why real estate is better. Number 1, no money down. Now I know you've probably heard that term before, no money down. No money? Are you kidding me? You gotta have some money, right? Well, actually you do have to have some money, but it doesn't have to be your money. Understand? So it's no money down a lot of times, but it's just not any of your money. So you have to get money, but you can invest it no money down by using some other people's money. So you get the idea. So all right, and with no money down, what I mean is that in the stock market, you have to have money. In the real estate, you can structure a deal and get in there essentially with no money down. Yeah, you're borrowing someone else's money. You're leveraging other people's money, and that's something else I'll talk about. But in the stock market, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you want to buy $100,000 worth of stock, all right? $100,000. Follow me here? Let's say we're going to go with Tesla. You know Tesla, Elon Musk, done a lot of great things, right? Got $100,000 of Tesla stock I want to buy. And I got $100,000 in my pocket to buy it. How many people do you know have $100,000 to invest in Tesla? That's a lot of cash, right? Just to plunk down on some stock. So, how are you going to buy $100,000 worth of stock? Well, you got to have $100,000, right? Now, if you're fortunate enough to have a big margin account, you might be able to get in there with $50,000, and they'll give you another $50,000 in margin. So, all right, you get in there with $50,000 to buy $100,000 of stock. Okay, you follow me here? $100,000, you come in with $50,000. Now let's switch over here to real estate. Real estate, if I want to buy a property for $100,000, okay, all I really need is closing cost and some down payment. Let's say I'm gonna make a round figure which easily is doable. $10,000. So I need $10,000 cash, and I'm gonna borrow the other $90,000. Okay? In the stock market example, it was $100,000. You use $50 of cash, and you got a margin $50,000. You can't borrow from a bank. But over here in real estate, you can come in with 10 grand, and you can borrow the other 90. So you invest $100,000, and now you have a property. You have an investment, a $10,000 investment. Now this is where it gets exciting. Over here in the stock market, you have your 100,000 shares, $100,000 worth shares of Tesla, right? Now Tesla goes to the roof. Elon Musk develops the cure of cancer. I don't know, he can do anything. The guy's a genius. But all right, so the stock goes from 100,000 to 150,000. Okay? $50,000 profit on your $50,000 investment. So that's 100% return. That's pretty awesome, right? Where are you going to get 100% return? That's a great deal, right? But now let's go over here to the real estate example. You have your $100,000 invested in the property, right? But you have $10,000 invested. Now the $100,000 invested, and you made $50,000 because it's worth $150,000 now. So that $50,000 profit you made off your $10,000 investment. What are those returns? That's like 100, 200, 300, I think 400%. That's a lot more than the 100% over here. Now 100% is still good, but 400% is pretty cool, right? Yeah. Real estate. You can only do that in real estate. You can't do it in the stock market. And that leads us to the second reason why real estate investing is a better investment than the stock market. Are you ready? Drum roll. Leverage. What do I mean by leverage? Okay, back over here in this example, you had your 100,000 shares that you had 50,000, so you leveraged 50,000 from the bank, or really from the brokerage house to lend you on margin. Got it? And they could call that stock due if it dips below a certain percentage rate, but that's a whole nother topic. Over here in real estate, you got the 100,000 and you invested 10,000, you leveraged $90,000 of the bank. Why? Because here's a conversation you have. Hey, Mr. Banker, I have 100,000. I want to buy $100,000 worth of Tesla stock. Can I borrow some money to buy that? Mr. Banker's going to go, Tesla, good company. You want to borrow $100,000 to invest in the stock market? Well, yeah, because Tesla's doing great. Elon Musk is phenomenal. He worked with PayPal, he created that. He's worked with SpaceX. He's got the Boring Company that he's going to take us to Mars, working on the Neuralink. I mean, Elon Musk, this guy's a genius. I just want to invest in him. I just need $100,000. And you know how much the banker's going to say, you know what, that's a really good story. I believe in Elon Musk. The guy's a genius, but you know what? No! I'm not investing any money to invest in the stock market. Because banks don't invest in the stock market. They're not going to, excuse me, they might with their portfolio. They're not going to lend you money to invest in the stock market. You can't leverage their money to invest in the stock market. Unless you got your own 50,000, you borrow that 50,000 margin. Over here on real estate, got it? You got your 100,000 and they say, bank, Mr. Banker, I want to borrow to buy a property. Okay, they're great. What's the property going to be worth? It's going to be worth 150,000. So the bank's going to say, okay, we'll lend you a certain percentage. So you have to have the difference in the percentage. So when I said the 10,000, maybe that was the difference, whatever they lend you, but whatever it is, they will lend you money to buy it. But here's the kicker. Once you finish this property up and you increase the value, you didn't borrow the full amount because they're not going to give you the full amount. But once it goes up in value, let's say the Tesla stock's up to 150,000. Hey, Mr. Banker, can I borrow against my $150,000 worth of stock? They're going to go, hell no. We ain't lending you money on stock. You're crazy. But over here in the real estate, you say, hey, Mr. Banker, I want to borrow against my property that's worth $150,000. Can you lend me some money? The banker's going to say, it's worth $150,000. We'll give you 70%, 75%. We'll refinance that loan for you. That's pretty cool. So what can you do? You get the banker 75%, so that's about $100,000, and you can put some money in Hip National Bank. Go to Vegas. Go to Paris. I don't care. Go somewhere. Enjoy. Take your wife out for dinner. Take the family out. Have a wonderful outing. Now that leverage with the real estate you can't have over here in the stock market. So that's the number 2 reason why real estate is a better investment. Number 3 reason why real estate is a better investment is money, cash flow, okay? Cash flow. If you've been listening to anyone in any business, in any industry, cash flow is king. No matter what, you need cash flow. If your business is suffering, it's probably because of cash flow issue. If a business does not have cash flow, it won't be a business much longer. During these times that we've been going through this pandemic, a lot of people don't have cash flow, a lot of businesses, because people don't have any money, so the businesses are folding. You need cash flow. So over here in the stock market, you got your 100,000, 150,000, whatever it is in value, and how much cash flow are you bringing in a month? 0. Because you don't get cash flow off your stocks. Now, you might get a dividend every quarter, and you might get a dividend monthly. I don't know if any stock does it, but they do pay quarterly dividends, a really minute, tiny little amount. But real estate over here, guess what? You finish this property, if you want to, not only could you refinance, pull some cash out, like I told you earlier, you got some money in Hip National Bank, but you could get a renter in there, or you can structure some type of deal and sell this property and get someone paying you either a rental payment or a mortgage payment. And after you pay your debt, your holding costs, your property taxes, whatever it is, there's gonna be some money left every month. That's cash flow, okay? So you might have this much money. Let's say you have $1,000 coming in and you have $700 of mortgage and debt. You have $300 cash flow, okay? A month, $300. Over here in your stock, you might get a little tiny interest payment every quarterly payment. This $300 a month payment, cash flow is not the biggest thing ever, but how many of those would you need to make more money than you're making right now in your job? Think about it. If you had 10 properties netting you $300 a month, how much is that? Ding, $3,000 a month. That's not bad. That's not life-changing, but that's not bad. But guess what happens? After some time of paying off your note and paying off your debt, that 300 turns into 400, turns into 500, turns into 600. $600 coming in every month. Now what's 600 times 10 houses? Bam, $6,000. All right, that's a good little paycheck. That's a good little monthly income, especially when it's residual. Residual income, recurring income coming in every month. Real estate has it, stock market doesn't. So, number 3, cash flow is king. And that is the reason why real estate is a better investment than the stock market. Number 1, no money down. Really, it's other people's money. It is some money, but I love saying no money down. Isn't that cool? So anyone can do it. You can have money, you can be broke, and you can make some money in real estate if you're out there hustling. You can have money and you can make some money. You can be filthy rich, you can make more money. The more money you have, the better more opportunities you have, right? It's just the way it is. So no money down, right? You got leverage and you got cash flow. And those 3 reasons are why real estate are 100% the better investment than investing in the stock market. And I am not gonna deviate from that. I know you love the stock market. Some people are saying, you're wrong, stock market, no. Real estate's number 1. So I'm glad you stayed here to the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe to our channel. I wanna hear what you want to hear. I want you to comment below on things you want me to talk about. I'm really excited about what's coming in the future. Make sure you get registered for that training that we're gonna have. And until next time, why don't you go out there and make it happen.